We want to thank our student speaker. Most people think that it's really easy for young people to come to the podium, but it's not as easy as you think when everyone has their eyes on you. We want to thank you for being strong and doing what he just did. At this time, oh, he's moving me out of the way now. He's got bold.
I cannot forget Bert Johnson for being making sure I was in school all the time. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it, really.
I thank you for thinking of Bert. At this time, we're going to have our keynote speaker come, but we'll say something briefly about him as a person. Several years ago, we had the opportunity of meeting the Assistant Chief of Probation, Nance, a man that we found to be true to his word, and he would always follow through in what he said he would do. A man who was there for our young people and had very creative ideas in trying to see how do we make a change and make it work for these young people. When the Chief brought Nance to come to be his assistant here in San Francisco, we were saying, oh, he's bringing a friend of his. Little did we know that the Chief knew that Alan was as sharp as he was, and that he was one who was going to reach out and make definite changes for our young people's lives. Mr. Nance, our Assistant Chief, had been there in the forefront, reaching out for young men and women, trying to say that they can make a difference. Not only just telling them, going beyond the call of duty to where the young person has had the opportunity to go to his office, to meet with him, speak with him, and have a good conversation. So this time, the Assistant Chief of the Juvenile Probation Department of San Francisco, Nance.
John, thank you very much for those very kind and gracious words. I greatly appreciate them. Good afternoon. I would like to begin by extending a hearty thank you to the teachers, counselors, and administrators of the San Francisco Unified School District, to the parents and family members and friends, and everyone who has helped prepare these young people for this special and momentous day. I congratulate the students of the Early Morning Study Academy, the Principal Center, Big Picture School, Woodside Learning Center, Log Cabin Ranch, and Civic Center, class of 2011, on reaching this incredible milestone in secondary education. Thank you for the honor and the privilege to speak at this graduation celebration. I am truly happy to be here today to share in these festivities. As I look out across the room today, I am inspired by the faces of hope, pride, accomplishment, elation, and anticipation. I moved to the Bay Area about 6 years ago and was fortunate to join my colleague, Bill Sipperman, in the Juvenile Probation Department. This has been a very enriching experience as I have had the opportunity to work with so many dedicated individuals and have had the honor to partner with so many parents who want the very best for their children. I realize for many of you, the journey to this day has not been easy. Some probably thought that they would never get here. Others overcame numerous obstacles to complete their GED or earn their high school diploma. All have demonstrated commitment to their goals and can now celebrate the satisfaction of this very special achievement. For that, you, your family members, and your friends can be proud. You now have an opportunity to continue your academic and educational achievements through higher education. Enroll in classes at City College, a vocational program, or university. Learn a trade or develop and market the next great idea. Learn to be a good listener. We often miss the message when we hear the words, but fail to listen to their meaning. Sometimes it is difficult to think beyond today, this week, or next month. Know that people who succeed in life often do so with goals in mind. Set goals for yourself and work to accomplish them. Know that you can change the course if necessary, but chart a course nonetheless. Take time to connect with your community. It is your community, and you should be actively involved in it. Volunteer your time, share your talents, and advance your world. Don't be afraid to show the world who you are and what you have to offer. Develop a set of values by which you live your life: character, perseverance, integrity, honesty, and responsibility. These are but a few of the key values that can lead to success and can often mean the difference between being a job applicant and becoming an employee. In today's society, technology changes every day. New cell phones, software applications, gaming consoles, and computers are routinely introduced. Embrace the technology and use it to get connected and stay connected to information and people who can help you achieve your goals. Embrace math and science, as these critical skill areas are necessary to advance our technologies. While innovation is critical to the advancement of our world, we also know that our use of technology can have catastrophic consequences. Consider the tragedies of the oil rig explosion in the Gulf of Mexico, the earthquake and tsunami in Japan that crippled the Fukushima nuclear power plant. These are both examples of our continual drive to create energy, yet sobering reminders of the need to be thoughtful, creative, and cautious in the development. Some of you today will hopefully become contributors to our nation's ability to create alternative forms of clean energy. The Bay Area stands ready to be leaders in this effort. Recognize that we are members of a global society and economy where well-trained and educated talent is needed in order for local economies and communities to strive and thrive throughout the millennium. In other words, what happens halfway around the world can impact us in our own backyard, at the gas pump, and in the supermarket. As many of you know, life is not without its challenges. Facing those challenges requires that we develop ways to overcome adversity, maintain your focus, and persevere whenever faced with life's difficulties. We should all be willing to ask for help, seek out family, mentors, role models, and others who can support us, be an ear to listen, or a shoulder on which to cry. Strive for healthy competition and work to achieve the best in whatever you do. Don't settle for less when you can clearly do more. Develop attitudes, values, and beliefs that enrich yourself and those around you. It is important that you look within yourself to find your inner strength and develop your moral compass. Experience the world around you, but know that there is a world beyond the one in which you routinely travel, and that you too can influence that world. There are some people who have never left the city. Many fail to venture outside of their neighborhood or even off their block. Don't limit yourself in terms of your exposure to culture, science, museums, and the arts. Strive to be inquisitive, curious, and interested in the world around you and how it works. Don't be afraid to dream big and be willing to work hard. Making big things happen takes courage, vision, tenacity, and a well-executed plan. Stop and celebrate the small successes. Every achievement in life need not be earth-shattering or monumental. It is in celebrating the little successes that we find nourishment and motivation to take on the big challenges. Be adaptable and recognize that change is inevitable and often occurs in spite of what we say or do. At the same time, accept change as a key constant in life that may represent challenges, yet may also serve as a gateway to opportunity. Be a critical thinker. Our society needs critical thinkers, people who are willing and able to consider cause and effect, develop a hypothesis, and be willing to test its validity. People who seek to understand the meaning or significance of their observations, and those who have the courage to chart a course based on their findings. Be solution-focused and not problem-centered. People are often driven by their mission and sense of purpose. Ask yourself, Do I have a mission? Do I have a sense of purpose? As you seek to move into the next chapter of your lives, as you celebrate this important rite of passage, explore your sense of purpose and develop your personal mission. Know that you have the power to change the world, shape your own destiny, and inspire others to do the same. As you sit in these chairs today, know that you have achieved great things and overcome significant obstacles. Know that you are a survivor and an inspiration to others. Be a role model, a mentor, and a beacon to others who need you. Think now about the legacy that you will leave for generations to come. Can you avoid letting your pride get in the way of your ability to do good for others? Seek to change hearts and minds, for in doing so, you impact your heart and your mind. Who will they say you were? Who do you say you are? As I conclude, I am reminded of a quote from Nelson Mandela, the famous South African statesman who served 27 years as a political prisoner. He negotiated the end of apartheid in South Africa and ultimately became the president of the nation. He said, "Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, the child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another." And so I say to you today, make the most of what you have and prepare for the future. Good luck to you all as you expand your horizons, and thank you for the honor of standing before you this afternoon to share in your celebration. And so once again, I extend my congratulations to the graduating class of 2011.